The Hole Wizard allows for a quick and easy way when adding holes in SOLIDWORKS. However, keep in mind that these are a set of predefined holes, which may result in some limitation. Let me show you what I mean. I'll specify tap for the hole type and make sure the type is set to tapped hole. I'll leave the standard at ANSI inch and continue down the property manager. If I expand the size drop-down list, we can select from numerous ANSI inch sizes for a tapped hole. But what if your specific hole size is not on the list? For example, let's say I needed a tap size of 436. Well, SOLIDWORKS provides two ways of customizing the Hole Wizard: by saving any changes as a favorite, or by configuring the Hole Wizard data. Now, I'll be going over both of these, but for now, let me briefly go over the first option. Now, as you can see, there are several parameters we can adjust to change a hole's definition. In this case, we can adjust the diameter, angle at bottom, the hole and tap depth, and we can even specify the thread class and add a countersink. For demonstration purposes, let me make a change to the diameter. Now, let's say I would like to save this hole with its newly adjusted diameter so I can reuse it later. To do this, I'll first add the hole as a favorite by using the Add or Update Favorite icon. I'll give it a name by adding a My Custom prefix. When I click OK, notice the hole is added to the Favorites dropdown. But I'm still not done. In order to be able to reuse this hole next time, I'll need to save the favorite as a SOLIDWORKS Hole Wizard favorite. Now, next time I need to use this custom-sized hole, all I need to do is load the Hole Wizard favorite file. This method is one way of creating and customizing Hole Wizard features. But what if the available parameters are not enough, and instead want a further level of customization? If that's the case, you'll want to configure the Hole Wizard data instead. Now, let me exit the Hole Wizard. To access the SOLIDWORKS Hole Wizard data, I'll go to Options and select Hole Wizard Toolbox. Here we can see the corresponding directory for the data, which was specified at installation time. I'll just go ahead and click Configure to bring up the Configure Data dialog box. Now, under the Content tab, you see a window with a list of standards, categories, types, and components. Note that we're interested in the Hole Wizard holes and not in Toolbox components. With the Hole Wizard component selected, I can view its general description as well as a table containing all the component's available sizes. In this case, all the ANSI inch tapped hole sizes are being displayed. Keep in mind that these are the same sizes displayed in the Hole Wizard feature when working with a tapped hole under an ANSI inch standard. Also, notice that the components have a locked table icon. This means that the table can't be edited. In fact, if I try to double-click on any of the values, nothing happens. In order to edit the table and thus create custom hole sizes, I recommend copying one of the base standards and creating a user-defined standard. I'll create my custom standard by copying the ANSI inch standard and give it a name of My Custom Standard. Now, once created, the custom standard is added to the bottom of the existing list. I'll expand it, and since we only care about the Hole Wizard holes, I can delete the bolts and screws category. I'll expand the tapped holes type and select the tapped hole component. Notice that this table icon is not locked, meaning these tables can be edited. Under the General tab, I'll change the component description to My Custom Tapped Hole. This will be the hole type in the Hole Wizard feature. The sizes, thread data, and screw clearances tabs offer a variety of customizable parameters as defined by the column headers. To add a new hole size, I'll have to add a new row. To do this, I'll scroll to the bottom of the table and insert my values here. The hole will have a size of 436 with a pitch of 36 and a diameter of 0.112. With the row added, SOLIDWORKS will prompt me to edit the corresponding values for the other tabs. Now, this is important. Notice that for each size there's a corresponding row of values in the Thread Data tab, and again in the Screw Clearance tab. A hole's parameters must be defined throughout the three tabs. Otherwise, the Hole Wizard feature will not work correctly. And once I'm finished defining all the hole's parameters, I'll close the dialog box and changes are automatically saved. And now, when I use the hole wizard, I can specify a tap hole with a standard of My Custom Standard and a type of My Custom Tapped Hole. For the size, I'll expand the drop-down list and select 436, which, if you recall, is the new hole I just created. To finish up, I'll switch to the Positions tab and add a couple more holes.